I Got the Hell Out does contain explicit content that might not be suitable for some listeners, such as children, those that easily get offended, and we do recommend that listeners at work put your earbuds in if you have coworkers around.
And if you like the show, please spread the word by telling as many people as you can. Would also appreciate if you would subscribe, rate, hopefully with 5 stars, and review the podcast on iTunes. You can find us there as well as on Stitcher and Overcast. You can follow us on Twitter at WasInACult, on Facebook at I Got the Hell Out, and on Instagram at I Got the Hell Out with an underscore after each word. You can contact us through our website at IGotTheHellOut.com.
Hi, guys.
Hi, it's Laura.
And it's Deb, and it's a red button moment for I Got the Hell Out. And it's going to be another lovely edition.
Mm-hmm. It's the afternoon, it's not morning.
No, I drank all my coffee already. I'm on to milk. Chocolate animal crackers is what I've been munching as we sat here and talked.
Mm-hmm.
It's 55 degrees and a complete blue sky with this funny looking bright thing in the sky.
What could that possibly be?
I think that might be the sign. Pittsburgh is always so dark and gloomy.
And this is perfect weather for people to be walking outside and for my dog to bark at.
Yeah, we're going to just ignore that like
as we usually do.
Learn to do. Okay, well, we've got a Kool-Aid recipe.
Alrighty.
And look at that. I am under the 2-minute mark. I am so proud of myself. It's the little
Good
things,
job.
Laura.
It's the little things in life.
It is the little things. Okay, well, now, I'm going to have to show you this video beforehand, but of course, why would I do that, okay?
The video about Kool-Aid?
Well, yeah, remember?
Oh, the one guy.
Yeah, the bartender dude.
Yes.
Okay, somebody...
He has another one.
Well, somebody gave us a Kool-Aid recipe. That would be a Laura F. And she says, well, if this doesn't look like a party in a jug, so we're going to give it party in a jug.
Alrighty.
The dude who's making it called it Lake Day Punch.
Lake Day.
Lake
Day.
Lake. Okay. But apparently you get an empty jug, okay, like a water jug or something, gallon jug. They argue if it's 2 or 3 cups of sugar.
Oh, good Lord. Let's go with 2. Good Lord.
And berry blue raspberry Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Then you empty a fifth of vodka into it.
Ooh.
And then you're supposed to let the sugar melt. And this whole video is kind of funny. Not as funny as the last one was.
Right.
Okay. After you get the sugar to melt as much as possible, I would suggest warmish kind of water to go in to help melt the sugar. Because you fill the rest of it up with water. And you keep shaking it and shaking it and shaking your booty at the same time. And then you put it in the freezer. I don't remember how... I watched the video.
So it's like a slushie?
There's just enough alcohol in it to not let the water totally freeze. That's why a lot of people keep their liquor in the freezer.
In the freezer, yeah.
Because it keeps it ice cold and it won't freeze.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a slushy thing. And like I said, I think the guy's hysterical. Laura F., thank you for Party in a Jug.
Party in a jug.
We may have to make some of these this upcoming summer. If I'm still not working on Sundays.
Okay.
But I'm filling in for, let's see, I'm filling in for Kyle tonight. Kyle's band has a gig. Hi, Kyle.
All right.
Yeah. So, I'm all dressed and ready for work. And do you know what today is?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Don't I always ask that?
I have no clue.
Really?
Let me think.
Well, first of all, it's Sunday the 8th.
Well, yeah, no shit.
So... come on now.
The 8th, daylight saving time.
You got one, okay.
No clue.
Okay, well, hold on here. I gotta find it. As always. Hold on. Where did I put it?
Did you remember to turn your clocks forward?
My clocks do it automatically.
Ah.
Doesn't your phone?
Yeah, I meant like clocks in your house.
Okay,
does your car do it automatically?
We're going to discuss that in a minute because I
I'm
found what I'm
jumping
looking
ahead,
for.
sorry.
You're jumping ahead.
Sorry.
Good old Betty, ex-member,
Mm-hmm.
she's letting us know that today's lunar date is the 5th day of the 2nd lunar week in the 12th day of the 12th lunar month. Praise God. And, okay, I've been following these because I don't always throw these out there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it goes by the moon, Okay.
Right.
And springtime is the new year for them because somebody asked her, "What the hell is all of this? I don't understand your lunar calendar thing." And it starts with the new moon, basically in the springtime, because that's what we're coming up to.
So today's like New Year's Day, or is it in April?
No, the new moon.
No, but you said it's the beginning of the year for them.
I don't know. Today's the 5th day of the 2nd lunar week of the 12th day of the 12th lunar month. I don't follow along that closely. But I think there's what is it? 28 days?
For what?
Moon to moon.
Right.
Yeah.
I believe so.
That's what it is. So, and do you know what else is interesting about this week? Oh, March 25th will be the new year, and that's when they begin the count to Passover. That's what Betty was telling somebody.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Now, hold on. I know where I'm going. Okay. I would like to say hi to Rachel S. She's also an ex-member, child ex-member. Okay. And she shared a guide to setting your clocks forward.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Smartphone, you leave it alone. It does it all by itself. It's unknown magical sorcery, along with your atomic alarm clock and all these other devices that do it themselves, right? Now, if you have a sundial, you just move one house to the right. Okay, and the last guy on the block, I guess, just takes up the house on the left.
Sure.
Okay? Now, everybody has, on their coffee maker in their oven, right? You need a master's degree in electrical engineering or a hammer, take your pick. Okay? And now your car clock, it's not worth it. Just wait the 6 months. Subtract an hour every time you get in. My clock is finally back to reading the right time because I refuse to change it.
Mine takes 2 buttons. All you do is you hit one on the screen, then you hit another one.
For years, when my son would get in the car, I'd go, fix it now, because I could never figure out how to make the time right. And then one year I was like, screw it. I'll just leave it. And I think I'm in my 3rd year of not changing it. So now my car.
It's correct.
It's correct.
Okay.
It's correct. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Okay. And also, this is going to be, if you're superstitious, this is going to be a bad week for you. Okay.
Why is that? Friday the 13th.
Daylight savings time, plus a full moon, plus Friday the 13th, all in one week.
Ooh.
But see, I'm not superstitious, so.
Unless bad stuff starts happening to you this week.
I don't believe that crap. Come on now. Real quick, would you like a movie that you might like?
Sure.
It's on Netflix. Might be able to find it somewhere else, guys. It's called The Invitation.
I think I saw that. Is it? Was it Justin Bateman?
I don't know. I very rarely do movies.
What was it about? I think I saw this on the plane.
An ex-husband gets invited with his new fiance to his ex-wife's house where there's a dinner party.
I did see this.
Okay. And it has a really neat ending to it also. So it's called The Invitation. Okay. Last Monday, I forgot to mention last week. Last Monday was Dr. Seuss Day. I love Dr. Seuss. Read Dr. Seuss to your children.
Very cool.
I work with a kid who has no idea who Dr. Seuss is, and I will not name them. No. Apparently, his parents never.
How is that possible?
His parents never read to him as a kid.
Oh, that poor thing.
But how do you get not exposed to Dr. Seuss in kindergarten and 1st grade and?
Like The Cat in the Hat.
He said he may have read 1 or 2 of those books, but really, he has no recollection of Dr. Seuss.
That's illegal. How is that even possible? Oh my gosh, that poor kid.
I don't know. I told you I got all those bumper stickers and stuff, and shout out to Chrome Graphics again. There was extra space on the side, so they put a whole bunch of the smaller ones that I usually make into magnets.
Oh, nice.
So I sat watching that movie, The Invitation, and I showed you my 12-inch stabby stick scissors. Okay, because these things come on big long sheets.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there and I'm cutting them out while I'm watching this movie, and my finger starts hurting a bit. And every so often I'd stop or I'd start using 2 fingers or what. Anyway, I cut out basically over 100 pieces while I'm watching this movie.
Oh my gosh.
Took me almost 2 hours. And I'm cleaning up, and all of a sudden, the underneath of my thumb starts, like, it's stinging. And
no.
Well, I don't have much feeling.
Is it bleeding?
I don't have much feeling left in this thumb, okay? Do you see where...
Yeah. I don't want to see that anymore.
had to turn my hand completely over and went, wow, that's a big-ass skin flap hanging off of my thumb.
Like a huge blister.
Oh, yeah. And I never felt it starting. So I was like, wow. So I wrapped it up with a Band-Aid. And at some point, the skin scooshed inwards. So it wasn't covering the circle up anymore. So when I took the Band-Aid off, it stayed scooshed up. Because I was hoping it would, like, reattach like it does sometimes. And
Why are you
heal.
continuing the story?
Because I love seeing it in your face. Well, I was at work yesterday. And I'm responsible for all of the sauces. And let me tell you, the whole thing didn't hurt. It has a crack in it. And hot sauce, cayenne, pepper, salt, pepper.
Ooh.
It was not fun. No.
Not fun.
Not fun. So, yeah, guys, anybody who is in that area of that town and the surrounding area, self-addressed stamp envelope me and I will send you some shit.
All right.
P.O. Box 284, Oakdale, Pennsylvania 15071.
All right.
That was my best announcer's voice.
That was pretty good.
I spoke text to some ex-members, and some of them have been out for a while, some still have some family in, but the new buzz around the cult is that I was correct in my assumption that they're going to name their new town Abel.
Oh, after Cain and Abel?
No, after Ask It Abel.
What?
Well, that's one of their things. You're supposed to ask it Abel. And God made that place the holy anointed place.
Okay.
And the actual name of the town has those letters in it.
Gotcha.
And God hid this place from Satan and everybody else by expanding the name by a lot of letters.
And that's how he hid the town.
Yeah. So
God is hiding towns now?
God has a secretary. God smells your prayers. I mean...
He's like hiding real estate?
Well, remember, he's spying up all this real estate.
Oh
Him, who knows where the hierarchy leads to. But like I said, apparently, if you own enough land and you have enough people and you can put your own government into place, you can have your own town.
So did you hear if, like, this town is...
In the works?
In the works? How close it's to be?
Well, see, this is supposed to be something that is hush-hush, like a lot of things are there, but people can't help but talking about it.
Oh, how do you keep this a secret?
Well, they're so proud of it. Think about it. Once you have a town. I mean, how many times have you gone through a little podunk town and it goes from 55 to 30 around a bend and there's a cop sitting there and suddenly, you got a speeding ticket and it's perfectly legal.
Right.
They can make their own laws that, I'm sure the laws have to adhere somehow to the United States laws and
you could probably tweak them a little bit.
I don't know. I just know I've been reading up on other cities that have popped out. I told you about the one where everybody has to hold concealed carry. There's other towns that are popping up around the United States. If y'all are interested, go look that shit up. So, yeah, it will not be called Little Man Town. It'll be called Abel. Ask it Abel.
Okay.
And I have a prize for us.
Ooh, from where?
From my friend.
Okay.
She asked me when was the last time I had Pop Rocks.
Oh my God. Like ages ago.
Well, yeah. Well, she sent me a box of these from Seattle. Hey, girl. They are champagne chocolate.
What does it have to do with Pop Rocks?
I don't know. I guess they fizz in your mouth. I haven't eaten one yet. I don't even know if I like champagne.
I thought they were Pop Rocks.
No, eat one.
Okay, all right.
Champagne chocolates.
Champagne chocolate. Okay.
You know what? I should probably taste one too. And we shouldn't crinkle the wrapper.
I know. I'm trying really
just
hard not
like
to.
Like a Band-Aid. Okay. I got mine out. Papers.
Okay,
Ooh, it's dark chocolate.
Alrighty.
Cheers. We got to cheers it.
Cheers. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
There's nuts in there.
I don't know what's in it.
That would be funny if it was Pop Rocks.
These are really good.
These are really, really good.
Oh my God, these are awesome. I'm going to read part of her letter, one of the PSs.
Okay.
It says, because she listens to us, and for a while she had to quit listening. Okay, because sometimes what we talk about is deep, it's tough.
Can be triggering.
It can be very triggering.
Okay.
But she says, P.S. I do have to say that hearing your tone change through the podcast has made them easier to listen to. You're able to talk about it more without as much of the fear and anger you used to have. You're releasing the last hold it had on you, really freeing you. And
wow.
I told you I've gone back and listened to episodes here and there and how horrible we were. But thank you. And yeah, this podcast has taken on a life of its own, and sometimes the episodes I think suck. Sometimes they don't. What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, it's all sprinkled in there.
I gotta finish the candy.
Sucking, not sucking, yeah. Come on, you have to agree with me.
We're human. This is not our job, and we're not professionals, and we do our best.
Oh, that's quite evident that we're not professionals.
Yeah, think. Shout out to Tanner M. Mm-hmm. He just loved my baby gallon of milk. See, I'm holding it right now.
Right.
And I'm gonna finish one, rinse it out, and send it to him with his shirt.
Oh my God, that's so funny. You gonna sign the milk jug?
Sure, why not? And then he's going to get anxious and not use it because then he might wash the signature.
Oh my God.
Off. But yeah, I went to go to work the other day and I had it sitting cockeyed in my cup holder with one of the triangles pointing upwards, right? Mm-hmm. I get to the parking lot, I get out, I grab my milk, and all of a sudden it's spitting across my dashboard. I can't get my door open fast enough.
Oh my God.
And I set it down and it's just like peeing everywhere. And I'm like, how the hell does this even happen? Like
a hole in it? Like a pinprick?
Well, there had to be a hole in it.
Oh my God.
How it got there, I have no idea. But the fact that the entire thing didn't leak out in like my cup holder, I had the end that had the hole in it.
Was facing up.
Oh
my God, you are so lucky.
Oh my word. Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine cleaning milk out of a car like that?
Girl, I used anyway, long story short, I'm heading over to Kel's after this to drop some stuff off for the feral cats. Mm-hmm. Chicken carcasses because we make all our soup homemade.
Right.
You're left with carcasses and the cats will eat them. Yeah, I left something in my car one time and it leaked. And, I had 2 months of what the hell died in your car smell. And let me tell you, I used 2 whole bottles of Febreze. And I refuse to take that particular item anymore when it's offered to me. I'm like, I'll just pass on that.
Yeah, that happened to me once. And it takes forever to get that smell out.
It's been months. The last time I took my son to work, he, had his head hanging out the window calling it the fishmobile.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Yeah, so, okay, where are we moving on to?
What?
I don't know.
What is it, pending post? Is it?
We were in something else. We can go to pending post. I like pending post.
Okay.
I have to get there. Because, I already pulled it up, but Facebook decided that because I wasn't still using it, we'll just get you back to the beginning.
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Okay. Now, thank you to everybody who shared all of the memes. I always share them with Laura, and we get a good laugh before we start, okay? I have survived the end of the world many times. My children can brag on that. Other ex-members. Anybody, do you know what I really find funny about today? The coronavirus. The store shelves are being wiped out of soap and antibacterial crap. Were people not washing their hands before this?
Exactly.
Okay. In the coronavirus, though deadly, it only really kills about 2%. Okay. Really sick elderly. I'm not making this crisis out to be not a nothing.
Right.
But like 300,000 people die a year from obesity. And we come out with a new Dorito flavor. KFC comes out with, a fried chicken between two glazed donuts.
I saw that. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's appalling how many people die every day of starvation, snake bites, other things. But yeah, don't let the media hype y'all up about the coronavirus. The one girl at work refuses to order anything off of Amazon because it might come from China.
Oh, for God's sake. Seriously?
Well, yeah, because the Simpsons predicted it like they predict everything, and Homer ordered something from China and the guy in China coughed into the box and then Homer opened the box and got the virus yeah.
So get your wisdom from The Simpsons and your medical advice.
And
all right.
Okay, and apparently people are cleaning out like surgical masks.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Especially the free ones where you walk into the hospital and there's a little sign that says if you're coughing or don't feel well, we ask that you wear a mask. Mm-hmm. Well, people are grabbing handfuls of them because they're free. And they can't stop you from taking them, okay? So people who really need this shit, other people are stockpiling it. I don't get people. Do you?
No, I don't.
Empty shelves of soap. What were people doing?
I have no idea. I went grocery shopping this morning and everything was there. I was like, I don't know where these people were shopping that the shelves are cleared out.
I'm friends with a lot of ex-members, and I actually saw on their timeline the local news station was at one of the local grocery stores, and like the shelves are cleaned out.
That is crazy.
The state that they're in, there's 19 confirmed cases, but they're all in a city that's like 9 hours away. Okay. Anything more to say about this as a pharmacist?
Wash your damn hands.
The people who weren't washing their hands before aren't going to suddenly magically start washing their hands. Do you know this?
Right. And wash them well. Like, you know what I mean? Just don't do like a 3-second,
Do you know how many people on their timeline I've seen songs to wash your hands to? So you sing this song in your head, and it's the amount of time you should be soaping and lathering and hot watering. Mm-hmm. Do adults really not know how to wash their hands Apparently properly?
Not. It's like wash your damn hands with soap and hot water and don't touch your face.
Or cuts.
Like, come on.
Cuts. Would touching your hoo-ha, would that infect you? Like what? Well, it's an opening.
For the love of God.
And it's made with the same stuff that's the inside of your mouth.
Well, no, but I mean, if you're like touching your eyes and that, that's how you can get sick.
Okay, but what if you touch your vagina?
I think you're okay.
Again, it's an opening into your body. It absorbs things. Okay. I was shocked to find out that people soak tampons in alcohol and insert them all day long.
Yep, I've heard of that.
Really?
I have heard of that, yep.
I hear things and I'm like, who the hell thought of this? Okay? People beat breathalyzers by giving themselves alcohol enemas. Look at your face.
Wow.
It goes in and it's absorbed. Now, I don't ask, I've personally never done it.
I'd just much rather just have a damn drink.
Yeah, but if you have a car that's equipped with a breathalyzer and you have to breathe into that tube to get your car started, you're gonna have to resort to them alcohol enemas. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
Okay, moving on.
From the alcohol enemas.
Moving on. Jeff W. says, so I have to ask, is the cult pulling anything like this right now? And this is off a HuffPost. Mm-hmm. Okay. New York Attorney General warns televangelist Jim B to stop selling fake coronavirus cure.
I saw that this morning. I saw that.
Like I said, I don't know if HuffPost must be good. I usually try and look things up. Sometimes I don't have the time. Little man sells the cure for everything.
Oh, I would safely bet that he is selling a cure right now. There's no way he's not.
Okay, now here's where I mentioned that I think it was last week that they tried to sell my mom and her husband a cancer curing device.
Right, instead of no chemo, no surgery, right?
Okay, here's the thing. It was pitched to them that you could not even do one dose of chemo or radiation and forget about even cutting into yourself, because once you cut around where that cancer or that tumor is, you just release that shit into your entire body and just gave yourself a death sentence. And it will...
So it's better to keep the tumor in and let it just keep growing.
Okay, well,
right?
look. I have to give a shout out to Old Man Billy.
Okay.
He's a recurring character in this saga.
What did he do?
I guess I mentioned in his son Sammy listens to us, and he's I guess talked to his Old Man Billy dad, and next thing you know, I am provided a picture. Do you see this?
It's like some PVC pipes, and what's the brown stuff?
Copper.
Okay.
Now, this was their cancer curing device.
Oh, good Lord.
Do you see this?
What the hell?
Now, the comments is what was interesting.
Why is that middle part empty?
Okay. For those of you who haven't been to Facebook to look at this picture, it's PVC pipe, and it is...
it's like a rectangle shape.
It's the whole thing makes a square. There's two pieces that are copper that take up two sides of the square, and then there's two things that look like about marshmallows in the middle. Okay, and if you look, there's a little tiny light indicator there. Okay. On the back of it must have an on-off switch. I don't know. Okay, now we're going to go off to comments because a lot of things are going to be explained.
Gotcha.
All I know is they wanted to charge my mom and her husband $1,500
for that PVC pipe
thing. Because it cures cancer, Laura.
Oh, good God. Okay.
And, you know, when people are diagnosed with something that you most likely are going to die from, a lot of people will travel to South America to dance with the snakes and to clinics, places where they have these treatments that aren't allowed in the United States. Okay. Now, I asked my kitchen manager, Nick, hi Nick, to sharpen something for me the next time he came to work. And I guess he listens and he's on Facebook too. And he's like, I'm not going to have to try and sharpen this thing, am I?
Oh, God.
Other ex-members were like, I don't remember this. What was it used for? Okay.
Well, I guess if you've never had cancer, why would you see that, right? Or if you, like, a family member didn't have cancer, there's no need for you to know what that is.
Now, an ex-member was like, I don't remember this, and I told her what it was for, and she says, wow, how do you use it? Just grab a hold of the copper sides? I don't remember these at all. I remember when my grandmother passed and a little man said that wine cured cancer. Oh, look at your eyeball roll again. And when her sister passed, little man claimed he could raise the dead, but no.
Whoa. Oh. What?
Okay. Her grandmother passed and little man said that wine would cure cancer.
Right.
Okay. We've spoken of her sister before. People who know the players know who's who and connect the dots. Okay. But when her little sister passed away, he claimed that he could raise the dead, but no one asked him to do it.
What the hell? He could have done it, but no one asked him to.
She went on to say, I wanted to scream out loud a week after my sister passed. that's a week after her sister passed is when he claimed he could raise the dead, but no one asked him to raise this girl.
So did they call him out the next time someone died and said, hey, raise this person?
No, she just says he always says things after the fact. Okay, like, well, I could have raised her from the dead, but nobody asked me to.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and by the way, he's going to be 85 this year. 85 years of evil, of tearing families apart, of all kinds of atrocities.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, I just can't get past the fact that he can raise people from the dead.
Raise them from the dead, huh?
Wow, but no one asked him to.
Guess they
a little bit selfish, if you ask me. Guess
he didn't think of it. I mean, did people have to ask Jesus to do things for them in miracles? Don't you think if you could perform miracles of raising the dead, you would raise a girl who died in childbirth?
Right. If you could do something good, you should not have to be asked.
And this poor girl hemorrhaged to death in today's day and age in childbirth because little man was up on stage rambling on. And he was told that he was needed for his healing hands. And they waited and waited and waited and waited. And his sermon just went on and on and on and on and on. But he could raise the dead.
Sure. Okay.
Another ex-member says, I remember all the stuff they would push on people who were sick. Of course, it all needed to be purchased from their store, making money off of the sick and dying. I told my mom that they told her mom if she only believed more, she wouldn't have been sick. I guess they told her that she died because she didn't pray hard enough.
Wow.
Look at your eyes.
My eyeballs hurt from rolling them.
Are you ready for this next sentence?
Oh, Lord.
My mother's body wasn't even cold before little man tried to talk my dad into selling everything and moving down there to work for him.
Whoa.
I wanted to go down there and punch him in the face repeatedly. To be completely honest, I still do. How come the evil live so damn long?
Oh, that's the truth. That's the truth. Evil people live forever. They hang on.
Just jump on somebody's grief, sell everything and move down here. God wants you. God needs you. Your wife died. Now it's all good. She didn't pray hard enough. That's why she died.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Girl, Nicole, I am so sorry, baby. Okay. She says she's not a violent person at all. And that should say something about her feelings about little man.
Exactly.
Do you know how many of us would just love even a minute in a dark room with him? One freaking minute.
Kick him in the balls.
And then when I'm done with my minute, you can walk in. And when you're done with your minute, the next one walks in. 30 seconds. We'd all just 30 seconds. I could do some damage in 30 seconds.
Get your stabby stick.
Oh, anyway. Okay. Let's see where we going. Justin B says, it looks like it's about all of $15 in plumbing fittings.
I'm telling you.
It does, doesn't it?
I'm telling you.
PVC, some copper. The marshmallow ends, those are actually caps for if you need to cap off a water pipe on PVC.
Like, what do? You like stick your head in it? Like, why?
Okay, now listen. I did talk to Sammy and was told that it was about $25 in parts 20 plus years ago. Okay. And I was driving, so I couldn't really talk, Tanner M says, so did you put it around your hoo-ha, your head? I mean, how did you use it? I'll try anything once.
Oh, my God.
Tanner, you should call them up and say you found out about this wonderful cancer machine they have. How much would they sell it to you for? Let me know, dude. Ex-member Shirley says, I vaguely remember this piece of deception.
That's a good description.
Her husband died of brain tumors, and little man convinced her that her husband died of mad cow disease. Okay.
I remember you saying this.
Yeah. Betty Lou T says, holy shit, I thought it was a portable toilet seat to keep oneself pure. Okay. Ex-child member Brandon, hi buddy. He says it had something to do with the hot and cold. One side had a current running through it, and it ran off a 9-volt battery. It was an actual device that they thought they could recreate. Something about balance and putting the body back into balance. Look at your eyes rolling again.
I just can't with these people. I just can't.
I told him, whatever it's or whatever bullshit they wanted to spew that would make them money and fit their agenda.
Can you just picture them sitting there? I know, PVC pipe. Let's throw some copper in it. Sure.
Another ex-member, I remember those. Another ex-member, Jay, I remember it. I just never understood what it was supposed to do. And another ex-member, Gary, says, vaguely remember my dad having one. Something to do with running a current through your body to heal itself or some such bullshit. I wouldn't be at all surprised if this was Buffalo Bob's version of Scientology e-meters.
Ooh.
I don't know what a Scientology e-meter is.
Something like... It's like a confession type thing. Like, I've read about this a long time ago, so I could be wrong on all of these facts, but it's like some kind of confession thing, and you hold on to these two kind of like those copper pipe thingies, and it's supposed to tell if you're lying.
Okay. You're gonna look that up, huh?
Mm-hmm. I swear that's what it is. But
okay.
It's like they use it. I think it's like they use it to like tell you you've done this wrong, or you're, you're not clean. You've like the errors of your ways.
Oh, okay. Is that kind of like spinning the wheel and God's going to stop it on your sin and how you have to repent?
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. It's used to audit in Scientology.
Audit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Here's some pictures of it.
I don't really. Let me see. Does it look like our machine?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, no. It actually looks like it's a something instead of PVC and copper.
No, this actually looks like a little machine.
Okay. I got on it and I posted a picture of me and my oldest son before services.
Aww.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think I am?
I was gonna say you look 12.
That's basically what everybody said.
You look like his sister. Is what like a big sister holding a little baby.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, ex-member Cindy. She popped on here and she remembers us. I don't get to talk to her often.
Okay. No, if I saw that picture, it literally could pass as like a brother and sister, like an older sister.
But I ask everybody to pop off how old I looked.
Mm-hmm.
And 13, 14, 12, 13, sweet 16, about 14.
At that age.
I was like 27, 28 years old.
Wow.
Still getting carded and loving every minute of it. And a shout out to another ex-member who goes by Deb and the Praise and Raisins.
Praise and Raisins.
We discussed them last week. And people in costume for the David Fetterman show. It was the talent show. It was great. Jewish David Letterman.
Oh my God.
It was actually fun. Everybody looked forward to the end of that feast for the David Fetterman show.
You had to look forward to something, I guess, right?
But shout out to Sandy Sunshine. I didn't realize it, but she said, "Oh my gosh, I so remember being a Praise and Raisin."
Oh, she was one.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Ex-member Nora, she had a T-shirt of the California Raisins, and she used fabric paint to make them look like specific cult members. I don't remember that shirt.
What does that even mean?
Probably different people stylize their holy garments differently. Like,
okay.
You could use fabric paint on them. You could embroider them.
Okay.
You could dye them different colors.
Gotcha.
A lot of women accessorized with their head coverings. After you've been there for so long, you only have so...
You gotta do something.
You gotta do something with that second tie. So you just buy another headscarf, dye it another color, embroider something else on it. Whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Bedazzle it. Please tell me someone did. Please tell me someone had a bedazzler.
I don't know. I'll have to ask the group. I don't remember anybody bedazzling a holy garment.
How great would that be?
Okay, guys. Anybody out there, if you know of anybody that, like, bedazzled your shit, I can't remember.
You would remember that.
I don't know. Maybe that was something we weren't allowed to do.
Oh my God.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, if anyone remembers that, please let us know.
Oh, okay. Back to the cancer contraption.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told me that certain ex-member made them. So I put a call into them because I know their wife really well.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure they would talk to me.
They didn't answer you yet.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hi, girl. She called me.
Mm-hmm. And?
He apparently made them for their family. That's why old man Billy still has one. She still has one.
Okay.
And they were copied from a book. Okay, now I'm gonna have to get there. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm holding on. So little man found this picture in a book. And
No.
Said,
No.
all right, back it up then.
It wasn't her that told it to me. No, her husband didn't make them. There was a member there named Yakanan who made them.
Mm-hmm.
And it came from a book called The Cure for All Cancers. They were trying to replicate and recreate this machine that's in this book. Because it's in print, it has to be true.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Back to Jeff W.'s question about selling cures. They sold cures for everything. Everything and anything. Because doctors, and Laura, you're a pharmacist. You're not to be trusted.
I'm a sorcerer.
You are a sorcerer. You are a wizard. You are almost Satan herself. You poison people. You're a pharmacist.
Ooh.
That's not good.
Evil.
Okay, what else do you...
So is there anything else about that machine?
I don't think it really worked.
Well, no shit.
What? What do you mean?
I can't believe you even said that.
What?
I don't think it worked.
Well, it could have.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. What am I looking for?
I don't know. Are you still in pending post?
No. I finally got to text with Sandy Sunshine, and she told me. Remember, I told you I didn't like her very much back then,
right?
And thought we'd probably have a wonderful time drinking slushy drinks and going to the bar and rooting for whatever team she roots for. I don't remember. But going through the pictures today, that's a picture of my oldest son and one of her sons, because she has one son out.
Okay. And one's still there.
He's an elder now.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he holds a position. So, but I sent this to her, and my oldest son loved her son. And her son's name starts with a K. I'm not going to give his name out there. And she said that, yeah, her son loved the little children and always wanted them to sit with them. Yeah, she asked me about getting a t-shirt. And she also said, I got the hell out will probably be my next tattoo. You go, girl. Send us a picture.
Absolutely.
I send you lots of stickers, too. You just got to give me your address and all that good shit. Which I think it's down in Louisiana. I don't know. Okay. Mississippi. Somewhere down there.
One of those states.
But I know she hangs out at a bar called the Jack something. I don't freaking know.
Where are you even going with this?
I don't know. I don't. You know what? You haven't participated in a long time. You got anything to read from them?
All right, call me out there. Thank you.
I need a drink.
You need
and another piece of that good candy.
Oh, save some of that candy for me. Don't you go eating all of that. Oh my God. This is from their blog from the service on February 22nd.
Okay.
It says to remain strong in these days, knowing that we are in a war with Satan.
Because everything is a war. Anybody who talks to you to try and leave is Satan trying to whisper in your ear and make you not believe and to give up your place.
And it says, little man is the example to follow.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Pastor warns about Satan and her craftiness.
Well, of course, Satan's crafty.
Sins and sinners will not be allowed into God's kingdom. And in this generation, sinners will destroy themselves.
Okay.
So they're destroying themselves. Let's see here. God does not punish the world. They punish themselves with sickness, disease, and nuclear bombs.
Well, that's what we were always told.
Let's see. Why did Catholic God-worshipping priests change God's laws? It says, let's see here. Oh, this is a good one. Let me know what you think about this. Pastor gives an article as an example in the Girl Scouts of America. Quote.
He's quoting the Girl Scouts?
Apparently so.
Okay. Pastor's quoting the Girl Scouts.
She doesn't owe anyone a hug, says a concerned mother, saying, quote, there will be emotional consequences. So then it says, Pastor has taught this for years. So they're saying he's teaching basically a child, you don't have to touch a child. But with all the pedophilia going on, I find that funny.
Right. Yeah, nobody touches anybody out there. I mean, I think it came about after my sons weren't old enough yet, but once a boy child hits a certain age, he doesn't touch his mother anymore. And a girl child, once she reaches a certain age,
so sad,
doesn't touch her father anymore because it's not appropriate. No sitting on the lap, no reading books, no hugs, no kisses, none of that. Now, is that the smokescreen they're hiding behind for their pedophilia? Do you think?
I don't know.
Because, some of the biggest people that I've known that have been gay bashers are secret, closet.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the gay bars and nobody else knows. Because they're going, 50, 60 miles away in another city.
Mm-hmm.
But yet they'll be the biggest basher.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so keep reading.
Okay. Would you like to hear about a news article?
Okay.
43 years ago, a person went to the hospital for a consistent headache. Today, the scan reveals tapeworms in the brain. So the pastor warns about eating of pork and partaking in sodomy and fornication.
Yes, because they're all connected.
So it's sodomy and fornication are connected to tapeworms.
Yes.
How?
I don't know. Everything's connected, Laura.
Just
however they piece it together, remember?
Okay.
And you best not question. You just have to believe.
Okay. Catholic priests eat swine's flesh. They also took God's name from the world. Catholic origins began with Cain, a rebellious people who belonged to Satan. They teach people to pray to the dead, and they teach them to pray to dead rabbis.
Okay.
I don't know anybody in the Catholic religion that's praying to a dead rabbi.
Well, aren't rabbis Jewish?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I mean.
Rabbis are Jewish.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the cult is the only eternal thing on earth.
Well, of course.
Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, if you're not there, you ain't anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're not called by God.
Yep.
You're going to die like the rest of us, but Laura, you're going to be risen up by the microbes. Chris S. shared it comes from Newsweek, so I'm guessing it's credible.
Okay.
Let's just see here, because Pastor says God will protect the U.S. from the coronavirus because Trump administration sided with life in the womb.
Okay, so let me see here. Let me try to piece this together.
So if Trump said abortion was okay, then we'd all be getting sick.
From the coronavirus.
Right.
Because the coronavirus...
We're protected.
The coronavirus can listen to what he's saying, right? And it knows whether it should attack or not. Oh my God.
I don't know, but I mean, that's like putting the lamb's blood over your doorway because during the Passover, do you know why it's called Passover?
Yeah, death passes over the house.
Right.
From the firstborn son.
They would use the lamb's blood because God's going through and killing everybody. Okay. That's not of his covenant.
Right.
But doesn't God supposed to know everything?
I think it's more because he wants to know if you're aware of it.
But you would paint the lamb's blood on the door so that death would pass you over because you're one of God's.
Right.
Yeah. We'll keep you updated on the Passover coming up, by the way, guys. That's coming up soon.
Oh, I hope they post pictures.
They don't really post pictures anymore.
I'm just curious to know what color it is.
I'll try and find out.
Got to find out what color.
We haven't had bread sacks lately. There isn't a whole lot of little man says jack shit in anything.
Maybe he's like really sick or something.
I don't know, but somebody sent me this picture. It's an empty holy water basin with an official little card that says holy water removed temporarily to reduce the risk of spreading viral illness.
Oh, yeah.
But it's God's water. Don't you think God would keep his water safe?
I don't know. I got nothing for you on that.
You got nothing for me?
Got nothing for you.
Okay. I just found that really interesting. God can't keep his own water safe.
It's very interesting. I'll give you that.
Okay. Little man, think law.
That's it.
That's it. That's
think law.
Think law.
Alrighty.
And this, I tried to watch this video for a couple of minutes, but this woman was really scarily dressed. Okay. I never did get a good stop picture. It was like she was wearing this purple hooded thing. Like she's.
Oh, that is really creepy.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do to try and. Look! She looks like an evil version of Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, that's a good description. Wearing purple. Or is that black or
it's
purple?
Black hooded with an inside that's purplish, but it looks really thick and heavy.
That's really creepy.
Okay. Another little man quote from 8:10 of 13.
Okay.
Don't throw it away. Don't you throw it away, brethren. Be like those boys that where their father said, don't do this, don't do that. Be like that. Submit. Humbly submit like this little child. Obey. Obedience is what's going to get you into the kingdom.
Okay.
I didn't even understand that.
I don't understand a word except obey. That's about it.
And again, they're showing you that women are happily to be oppressed with baskets of laundry and the old-fashioned irons. And
oh, yeah, absolutely, because that's all they're good for, right?
Why would you give them the hardest means? I'm surprised there's not a washboard in there. Are these women washing their clothes on washboards now because God approves better?
Who knows?
I'm not going to read this in little man's voice, but this is from one of his books, from a sermon given in 16. But it says, what he's saying here is if you don't believe this, but you believe the Pope, you are allowing the Pope to deceive you. If you don't believe this, but you'll believe your government leaders, then you're allowing those government leaders to deceive you. It's your choice, though, to allow that person to deceive you or to follow the written, inspired word of the prophets that can also tell you the future of your life. And that future is you won't be among the protected. That's what God says. But if you choose God, repent, and be converted and start practicing the laws of God, this is the promise to you. So apparently, little man's preaching that you're not supposed to listen to anybody. But him.
But him, right.
Because if you're listening to your friend, your government, your old
they're teaching
preacher, pastor, they're teaching you wrong things. Now, again, there's no bread sacks. There's really not even a lot of little man quotes. Do you think they're embarrassed and just don't do this stuff anymore? Or is somebody slacking?
I think someone's slacking.
Well, they still post a ton of shit every day, but it's just pray or join us for class. And most of the pictures are all the same.
Yeah, there's no way they're embarrassed because they think that that's, that is the word. I think someone's slacking.
I don't know.
What are you looking at?
I don't remember why I screenshotted this, but there's a pierogi festival in Canonsburg on March 15th.
Ooh. Is that the same one we went to?
No, we didn't go to Canonsburg. Well, maybe we did. I
thought,
know.
Wasn't that, is that considered Canonsburg, that real lame
South
one?
Point.
Yeah, that's Canonsburg.
That's where we met Satan's sister and Satan's mister. Anyway, maybe I did this because of the quote from Little Man, and it's on the next page.
The hell was that? Was that a hiccup?
No, it was a shock surprise because I was actually right. It's what I wanted to... Anyway.
So what did you want the screenshot of?
Okay. You and your family are officially invited to join us for Jesus' memorial and God's Feast of Passover and Unleavened Bread 2020. You're getting your invitation, Laura.
From the cult.
From the cult.
Alrighty.
Now, this depends on the sighting of the green ears of barley and the first new moon.
That is right. I forgot about that.
Okay. Jesus' memorial is sunset on the 13th day of the first moon. Roman date, 4/7 of 20.
Okay.
So that's April 7th.
Right.
Which is Easter. Passover usually falls on Easter, except for one year. Like, we celebrated Passover, like, either a month earlier or a month later than Easter because...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, little man was laughing that all the religions can't even, keep the timeline right and keep their own religious holidays on the right days.
All about the timeline.
Well, he can't even keep second or third tithe years straight. Come on, little man. Don't be throwing rocks when you can't keep your own shit straight. And then Passover is going to be on the 14th and run the 8th through the 15th.
Okay.
So.
Yep, it's right around like Palm Sunday, Easter. Yep.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So you're officially invited. Somebody,
all right.
You know what? Someone out there should see how much they're charging this year.
That, I just want to know the colors. Because I know they changed the colors, so people would have to buy that crap.
Yeah. Oh, and look, here's a picture of little man holding palm leaves, which...
Oh, saying... Yeah.
Look, this is the first time I have seen him, like, other than, an ad for Listen to My Doomsday Show. But you don't want to miss this feast.
Hell no.
Doesn't he look excited, all grinning? Okay, found my bag of tampons. I'll have to post that later.
Alrighty then, that was unexpected.
Well, unexpected things happen, okay? This one was shared by my friend Les. Christian prophet Cindy Jacobs, I've never heard of her.
Me neither.
Declares the coronavirus illegal because of Jesus.
So she's going to arrest it?
She's apparently she looks like a lady from one of them Karen memes.
She does. I was just going to say that. Like,
except she looks like angry
manager,
angry bulldog, top level Karen.
Wow, that's a serious one.
And she has her hands up like the people praying in my cult, and I guess she's praying with her congregation, and she's quoted as saying,
illegal.
We're going to decree that the coronavirus will cease worldwide, and we say this in the name of Jesus. Virus, you are illegal. This is God's earth. So there's more than one crackpot out there.
Man, there's a hell of a lot.
Where do all these crackpots come
illegal.
from? I don't know. Thanks, Les.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, where we go? Oh, I hit Gabe's this week.
Love Gabe's.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Kellogg's is selling Peeps flavored cereal.
Ew.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay.
Did you buy it?
No. And we have gone to be a very, very lazy society. You can now buy a thing that fits around your neck to hold your smartphone so you can lay around or walk around. And
I've seen it all. You know what else I saw today grocery shopping? You said Peep cereal? Twinkie cereal.
Oh my God. Some weird hand vase things.
Alrighty.
And silver tennis shoes.
Alrighty.
They weren't my size or I would have had to have bought them.
Oh my gosh. So you were just like taking pictures walking around Gabe's.
My favorite though is this t-shirt that I would have bought, except they were all really weirdly cut off at the wrong spot. Mm-hmm. Currently experiencing life at 15 WTFS per hour.
That's good.
How did this slip through?
What do you mean?
I mean, usually you wouldn't find this except for like at Spencer's or something where children wouldn't be able to see it.
Well, maybe the person that like okayed it doesn't know what WTF means. I bet that's it.
Yeah, they didn't have it in my size anyway. But, okay, where was I going? Oh, small slight update.
Okay.
I was wrong.
About?
Last week I said that, Kenny basically lost his two oldest children. Mm-hmm. My youngest son told me that Ken's actually making an effort to keep him in his life.
Wow.
So kudos to you, Ken.
Hey.
Maybe there's hope for the man yet. What do you think?
Never know.
Hope?
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I was telling my one friend, her entire family is gone except for her one son. And you just really, honestly hope that someday something's going to click.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody is asked to do something immoral enough that their brain goes,
Wait
what
a minute.
the hell? That's like drunk people. Drunk people, if they're not a thief, they're not going to steal your shit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not inclined to rape people, you're not going to do it if you're drunk. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's got to be like a core of your being. Like it's got to be.
Right. Like they say, when somebody's drunk, the real them comes out. So, why did I even get on that?
Yeah, where did that even come from?
I don't know. I was going somewhere with it. Oh, maybe deep down in his core, Ken still has a little bit of his beating heart.
Maybe.
You never know. So, kudos to Ken. We are going back to pending posts real quick. Okay. There's an ex-member named Laura. She owns her own business. And she wanted to share a funny story with us.
Okay.
I just hired a new receptionist for my salon. When I was shuffling through applications, hers caught my eye because her last name was the same as yours.
Oh, jeez.
She ended up being who I hired. During the interview process, it took every ounce of willpower I had to not ask her if she was affiliated with anyone from the cult.
Could you imagine? Have you ever been in a cult?
Well, this Laura is a child ex-member. Mm-hmm. Okay. Once I hired her, I brought up your podcast very casually. I mentioned that many of the cult members had the same last name. She mentioned it was a popular name where she was from. As I've gotten to know her, I've told her more about the podcast and the cult. On the last shift I worked with her, she dropped a bombshell on me.
Ooh.
Her husband said that he did, in fact, have family in that part of that state. Then casual as all get out, she says, he's got family in it. You know Utah, and their polygamous cults. If it's not Mormons, it's something else, I shit you not, my jaw almost broke through the floor. It dropped so fast. She just laughed it off and walked away.
Wow.
So these, Mormons, Utah, it's everywhere. Crazy people are everywhere.
Oh, yeah, they're not limited just to there. They're everywhere.
Well, how do I get in on making crazy people believe me?
I don't know.
There should... Colette W. had a good question for us, which I'm going to have to message her because she's only on episode 25.
Okay.
Hello. I just started listening to your podcast. I started from the very first episode.
Oh, good Lord.
Love you, girl. Love you.
Bless your heart.
So I'm only on 25 now. I'm hooked. In the episode where you went on vacation to get the green ears of barley, do you think he asked you to do this to show the other members living there that it was a real thing? I had a friend who didn't know flamingos were real.
What?
She was in her mid-30s and called me up all excited because her and her husband went to the little zoo by our house, and they had flamingos there. She didn't realize they were real. She thought they were like a Hollywood thing. And like the little...
Like a unicorn?
Like fake flamingos in your yard. Everybody has them.
Right, right.
She'd never seen a real one, so she didn't think they existed.
Oh my gosh.
So, I know a lot of people that if they can't see it, touch it, something, they don't believe it.
Right.
There's people that think the earth is flat. There's people that think nothing exists above us, above in space. There's people that believe that NASA has made up the planets and everything else. I mean, the theories and what people think just blow my mind sometime. But Colette, no, that was to fulfill the prophecy into Bible. Every year you had to have somebody go and spot the green ears of barley on Mount Zion. That sets the feast date along with the sighting of the new moon. Right?
Mm-hmm.
See? And it was always somebody who had money. Imagine that.
Go figure.
Go figure. And of course, I was sassy and claimed I must be an elder because it's supposed to be 2 elders. I didn't get to go the next year.
That's your punishment.
I guess so, but I don't know. I don't even remember who Kenny took. Maybe his dad, because his dad was an elder, which made him like elder by proxy.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, way back in the biblical days, Mount Zion was a whole hell of a lot closer. You just had to walk on over there and find them.
Right.
Yeah, so Colette, yep, that's what we did. And then Kenny broke the law by bringing grains from another country back over.
So what would have happened if they like confiscated that at the airport? Would you have to like turn around,
go
and
back
and get more?
I honestly have no idea what would. I don't know. Maybe pictures was enough. Everybody's like, pics or it didn't happen.
True.
So, I honestly don't know. I don't even know what they did with them. I mean, if they send somebody over there every year, how much barley do they have to have by now?
Throw it away.
Burn it. They want God to smell it.
Can.
I don't know. Maybe they put it in the food these days.
Like grind it up, like
add it in. So, I don't know. They had us put raisins in coleslaw the one year.
Yeah, but this wheat was like in someone's suitcase, though.
No, usually they buy a poster and they put it in the roll in the poster.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody buys posters of the Holy Land. What?
Alrighty.
And what's funny is when I got home and unrolled it and looked at it, it was made in China.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
Chris S. would like to remind us that it absolutely costs nothing to remind someone that they aren't alone in this world. A lot of times that's all somebody needs, guys. Yep. Just to know they're not alone. When I was in Gabe's, I spent 25 minutes talking to this random woman. I just run into somebody and you just start a conversation and the next thing you know, they're telling you their entire life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. And it was a good thing because I went to get my oils changed and tires rotated, and that part of Walmart was closed until 3, and I got there at 2:45. So if I wouldn't have spent a half an hour talking to this random woman, thank you, universe, I'd been way early and more ticked off than I was. But I love when people remind other people things. I mean, it costs $0 to be a decent human being. Mm-hmm. I've seen people drop stuff like an older person. And other people just walk by, see it drop, and just keep walking. Yep. You couldn't bend over and pick something up for somebody who's obviously 70 and in pain.
Even if it's not an older person. Just be nice.
Right. Just be nice. And Sarah P. asks, she says, listening to the latest episode, and did anyone else think of the Netflix documentary Wild Wild Country? I haven't watched that one yet. Have you?
Mm-mm.
Sarah, we haven't watched that one. I'll put it on my list of things to watch. Okay. So we're going to approve that for anybody who might have actually watched this documentary.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't have Netflix, I'm really sorry. I don't watch that much on Hulu. I only watch SVU on Hulu. So, again, I guess we're kind of almost done.
We're out of time.
Oh, we have to change our name again.
Why?
Because we're now 401k.
Oh, that's right.
Congratulations. Quiet high five.
Quiet high five.
Over 400,000 downloads. Thank you guys so much for spreading the word, for listening. Especially you, all y'all who've been there from episode 1. I've actually started watching TV shows that somebody's like, oh, that's so good. It's so good. And I get into like the second episode and they're like, just bear through it. And I get into the third one and I'm like, I can't do this. And then they're like, okay, just second season. Just start from the second season. And if you like it, you can go back and put some more pieces in.
Right.
And I've done that. And the show was like completely different.
Well, it's because it takes a while like for the characters to click.
Well, I had a conversation about this with somebody. Well, we're at 1:09. Damn it! Be nice, be kind. I love you all. Get a hold of us, write us, post office here, there, and everywhere. It's been Deb, and we're sadly out of time again. Damn it!
On that note.
Bye, guys.
Bye.